state-owned defence company Denel has paid the Solidarity Trade Union 4 million rand. The money will be used to pay outstanding salaries. Denel staffers were not paid between May and July last year. This prompted the union to apply for a court order to seize the company's assets. Let's discuss what the next steps are and how the process unfolded with Specialist Organiser for Defence and Aerospace at Solidarity, Dirk Mans. Thanks so much for your time, Dirk. We really do appreciate it. I think this story stems back to more than a year where Denel workers had been protesting for lack of payments. Speak to us about how this process unfolded with regards to the payments and how much was actually paid to workers.
Well, good morning, Heidi. So this matter is in regards to non-payments, as you rightly said. So it stems from salaries not being paid from April 2020 until July 2020. That includes third-party payments like tax, pension, as well as medical aid. Solidarity went to court in August of last year, whereafter Judge van Niekerk made an order for these salaries to be paid. Unfortunately, not all salaries were paid, and we had no other option but to go to court again for a warrant of execution. It was done this year in March, and whereafter in September a notice of sale was issued. Now, the 4 million rand was for more or less 140 employees. That auction would have taken place yesterday. During the week, we managed to negotiate with Denel to settle that matter. But the point is, while Denel expect employees to be loyal, they continue not to pay salaries. And we're going to court again in October for outstanding salaries up until August of 2021. That's also outstanding. That's over 100 million rand.
Speak to us about whether you know where this money actually came from. We know Denel has been in a serious financial difficulty and they have not been able to pay their workers and pay their other bills. You say that about 4 million rand was paid in. Do you know where this money has come from and if Denel is in any position to pay the outstanding?
Well, they're not in a position to pay the outstanding post that period that I've spoken about. The 4 million was received after they have spoken to the various divisions to assist with payment. So I don't believe it came from the shareholder. So that money was obviously generated from inside. But I just need to say this, that, you know, we cannot allow SIEs to continue sheltering the corrupt and misusing our tax monies. While Eskom is load shedding, it seems to me that now is salary shedding. So it cannot continue unabated, and we will continue to challenge them in this regard.
And then I just want to speak to you quickly about the state of the workers. I know that many of them have lost their homes. They have been unable to sustain their lifestyles because they have not been paid. Some not at all for over a year, some with a huge salary cut. Surely they've welcomed this payment that's been made, even though it's not sufficient. But speak to us about the state that the workers are in. I'm sure they are not, they're obviously not doing too well.
Yeah, so even our social services from Solidarity itself, we've allocated over hundreds of thousands of rands to our members to assist them monthly with food parcels as well as vouchers. Some have committed suicide, some have lost houses, some in fact stayed in cars. So it is a small victory, but we need to keep on pushing. The October case is obviously going to be big, and because that is again for more than a year's salaries that's outstanding.
And then just lastly, speak to us about whether or not you'll be taking Denel to court for any other applications that you've applied for, or is the court action done with regards to Solidarity and Denel?
I don't know. So, you know, this was the first process of many. We have just settled the first court matter. The second court matter is on the 7th of October of this year. It's on the roll at the Labour Court in Johannesburg. And this will deal with all outstanding monies for all our members in all the divisions. There's about 900 and odd names that we have supplemented in our court papers to court. That is for all outstanding salaries from August 2020 up until September 2021.
Okay, great. Thanks so much for that update. We appreciate it. That was Derek Mans from Solidarity.